Yo, what's good, Visionaries? It's your boy MikeLarry. I'm back with another review of Off the Top Rope. Man, let me tell you, I had to hop back on. Had to, War Game Survivor Series was phenomenal. It was a good PLE. What can I say? A lot of stuff that's still unknown or what can happen later down the line, the next Monday night, the next couple of weeks. We got a lot that's going on. I think I probably missed on one of my predictions. If I'm not mistaken, I think I missed on one. If I'm not mistaken, I probably missed on one. So we're gonna get to it already. The first match they start off was the women's War Games match. You had Bianca Belair, Bailey, Naomi, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky taking on Candice LeRae. Candice LeRae, the women's world heavyweight champion, Liv Morgan, the WWE Women's Champion, Nia Jax, and the Money in the Bank, Tiffany Stratton with Raquel Rodriguez. Overall, this match was a decent match. Also, it opens up storylines further down the line coming up to the next pay-per-view. First off, you had Liv Morgan, Naomi, they was down, and Tiffany had her Money in the Bank. She could have cashed in right then and there. That would have been something. She would have cashed in right then and there. So that's gonna make Nia question Liv even more. You know what I'm saying? Probably seeing the footage and saying, "Oh, you try to cash in on me, didn't you?" So you got that rivalry that's building up. Also, you got Rhea getting her revenge on Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez, which builds their storyline more further down the line. Rhea try to get another chance at the title again. That's on one side of the team. Going to the other side of the team with Bianca, Naomi, Bailey. The question is, like the announcer said early in the match, I think they said maybe like once or twice, if I'm not mistaken, who attacked Jade Cargill backstage? Because Jade Cargill was supposed to be in the War Games matchup, but who attacked her? You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of suspects. You could have, Bianca attacked her, but they're tag champs. I don't think you want to put her out there now. We could use Bailey as a person because all of a sudden she came and joined their team. Or it could have been Naomi and Bailey, because remember, Naomi and Bailey are close. They're like this. They're like best friends too. So can't wait till this story starts developing into something that's good. Maybe Bailey and Naomi try to team up and take the tag titles away from Bianca and Jade. We'll see. We'll see what happens on. But overall, it was a good matchup. A lot of high spots. You had Io Sky, who she did it last year. Put the trash can over her head, jumped off the cage onto the other people. Tiffany Stratton, who had a moonsault off the top of the cage at the same time. Overall, good match. I did predict that Bianca and Rhea team will win, which did. So that furthers the storyline against the other heels of Liv Morgan, Nia Jax, and the rest of them. Overall, good match. Good start to Survivor Series. Second match was LA Knight taking on Shinsuke Nakamura, which this the one that I got the prediction wrong. Shinsuke dominated the match, dominated LA Knight, got into LA Knight's head, and came up victorious and became the new United States champion, which shocked me because I felt like this rivalry could have went a little bit further. It probably will now, but switching the championship to Shinsuke, well, I think It's kind of hard because they could have pushed it maybe to the next pay-per-view and maybe switch it, but kudos to WWE for because Shinsuke, we always felt that when he came to the WWE, started NXT as a dominant champion there, and then went to the main roster, he lost his position. Like once he got to the main roster, he wasn't the same person that everyone loved in NXT, like the dominant champion NXT he was. So overall, I get what they're doing. This story probably will continue. Have Shinsuke retain. That prediction, I was like, okay, I'm kind of shocked of that one. But overall, it's a good matchup. Next matchup was the Intercontinental Championship triple threat match between Sheamus, Luther Kaiser, and Braun Breaker. That match was, I ain't gonna lie, at some points I thought Luther Kaiser was gonna win it, but overall my prediction came clear and Braun Breaker retains. They're doing a good job of trying to build Luther Kaiser up. He will one day be a mid-card champion. Could be the Intercontinental Champion, could be the United States Championship, but overall, build him up, make him look strong with Gunther. You know what I'm saying? Make Imperium look dominant like how they was before. So overall, match was decent, hard-hitting match. Nothing you could take, you get nothing to me really stood out, like somebody doing something crazy. Overall, I figured Braun Breaker was going to retain the Intercontinental Championship. The next matchup will be the World Heavyweight Championship. Prediction came right again. Gunther retains. Interference from Finn Balor, who interfered in that match, cost Damian Priest a chance of regaining the World Heavyweight Championship. And I like this because even though Survivor Series, you could say, was overshadowed by the men's 5-on-5 money War Games match, but they gave the World Heavyweight Championship a chance. A pay-per-view by itself. Not like a split pay-per-view where they had, okay, you got your Raw pay-per-view, your SmackDown pay-per-views. They had a pay-per-view where, okay, there was no WWE Championship there, so we're gonna bring the World Heavyweight Championship into the mix. It was overall a great match, hard hitting. You already know Gunther gonna put on matches regardless of that. Hard hitting match. So we see that Damian Priest probably will move away from the World Heavyweight title, start finishing the storyline with Finn Balor. Those two will be going at it, and I think Gunther will move on probably to a new contender. So you got a lot of people. You got CM Punk. You got who else? Seth Rollins. You have Jey Uso, who could step up next. You know what I'm saying? So love to see what they're going to do with that world title picture now that Damian Priest is probably not in that picture anymore. Probably continue his feud with Finn Balor. Overall, got that prediction right. Knew that Gunther was going to retain. So we'll see what happens Monday night when the world champion comes out, who's his next opponent will be, next rivalry that he will have going on. Now to the big thing right here. The CM Punk and the OG bloodline conquer Solo Sokolo's bloodline, new bloodline inside War Games. Let me tell you about this match. This match was intense. It was hard hitting. And also, just like the women's War Games, you building different storylines and different rivalries that's coming after War Games. Same thing, just like this one. You got CM Punk joining the bloodline to fight Solo Sikoa and his his team of the new bloodline. So everyone wants to know what CM Punk mean as make sure I get my favor. So what could that favor be? That he's next in line for a world title match, or it could be next in line to fight Cody Rhodes. Well, Cody Rhodes he has a storyline match with Kevin Owens, but what could that be? That CM Punk is next in line, that he could be jumping Roman Reigns for a title shot next. A lot of untold stories. I can't wait to see. And also, what side is Paul Heyman on? Is he with the tribal chief, his tribal chief, or is he going back to be with the best in the world, CM Punk? So a lot has come out. Overall, this match was good. A lot of high spots. The new bloodline with Solis Secor had a dominant performance in the beginning. We also got Roman hitting a spear on CM Punk during the match, early on in the match. So a lot of stuff was going on. Even when they was counting down who the next partner would be coming in, and Roman puts his hand on the gate, grabs the gate and saying, "No, CM Punk, no, I don't want you next." Sami Zayn goes. And also we get to see where would Jay and Jimmy do? Are they going back as a tag team? Is Jay gonna move on and move his singles career along? So a lot of stuff after this War Games had just ended. What happens next? What happens with Solo and the Bloodline? Are they going to continue to go after Roman Reigns and the Usos and Sami Zayn? What's up with CM Punk? And CM Punk and Paul Heyman's agreement? What favor that Paul Heyman owes CM Punk? What's going to happen with Bronson Reed? Is this a one-off with the Bloodline, or will he stay in the Bloodline and continue being with them, or is he going to be on his own? It's a lot to see what's going on in the next couple of weeks, next couple of months for the next premium live event that's coming up. But overall, this War Games was a good. It was good this year. It was good last year too. Good War Games. Only match I could say that's probably was like not up to par, but it still kind of shocked me was the Shinsuke LA Knight match. We already we thought that LA Knight was gonna win, but it shocked me. Oh, and the world title match, we already knew it was like, okay, Gunther's gonna retain, somebody's gonna interfere, and Finn Balor did interfere in that match. But as for the War Games, the War Game matches were, I like the War Games matches on Survivor Series. You know what I'm saying? Ever since they started bringing it back like 2 years ago. Great concept. It does mesh with the Survivor Series theme of the pay-per-view. Remember the old traditional Survivor Series 5-on-5 elimination style matches, which you never know, WWE. How about doing? You know what I'm saying? Like bringing that back. We can still have War Games. Like, let's say you have one of those main events like this one, Bloodline versus the new Bloodline. You can have a War Games match. But if you want to have everyone on the card, or at least give people some type of shine, add a traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series match, elimination style. You know what I'm saying? We can have, that's the concept of Survivor Series. You're the sole survivor, or you know what I'm saying? You're the survivor of your team. So, and kudos to Triple H. I think he's been doing a great job since taking over creative control ever since Vince McMahon has left. everyone's not perfect. You're not gonna put on a perfect show, but overall, keeping the story alive, the bloodline, which the story started back in 2000, the COVID era, to now is amazing. To keep a storyline that's more, to keep it relevant. You know, back then, when you used to watch wrestling, you used to watch Stone Cold dominate for years and years. People loved it. Nowadays, it's like, oh, he's dominating for 6 months, and then people get tired of that person. But like how they kept the story relevant, and it's still more to come. Like now you have CM Punk involved. What is the favor that Paul Heyman wants? So, like I said, I can't wait. I can't wait for the next pay-per-view. So we're in December next. I think they have another. It's not. I don't know if we call it a pay-per-view, but it's Saturday night main event. What you're gonna have Kevin Owens and Cody Rhodes fighting for the WWE Championship. So you got that going on. So can't wait. Great pay-per-view. I had to hop on here and get my review on it. I was 4 out of 5 matches right. 4 out of 5. The Shinsuke one really shocked me because I thought LA Knight was going to retain. But overall, if I had to make a prediction of the whole overall pay-per-view, I give it like an 8 out of 10. It was a great concept, great everything, and all it does is just build more story and more everything for the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months. What's going to happen between CM Punk and Roman Reigns? What's going to happen between who took out Jade Cargill? A lot is going on right now in wrestling. So, like I said, ain't gonna take too much time with you guys. Had to do my review of what happened to the pay-per-view. Shout out, hey, hit that like, subscribe button. Your boy MikeLarry, he out off the top rope with him.